the record show that there was 37 in attendance of tonight's meeting. The minutes of the previous meeting were made available to senators before this meeting through the Journal Clerk. Are there any additions or corrections to the Senate Journal as read? Seeing none, the Senate Journal remains approved as read. Today, we have several guests joining us. Please welcome, and joining me back to the Senate, Ms. Ashley Stokes on behalf of IT.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for having me today, as well as thank you so much for allowing me to speak in your September meeting. So in the September meeting, I showed you guys our IT customer satisfaction survey results from 2024. We discussed a lot of feedback that we got from that survey, as well as a lot of things that we have changed to try and improve our services here at Texas Tech. And so I'm here today because I'd like to ask if you all could please participate in the 2025 survey, as well as encourage the student body to participate as well. I really, really want the student voice to be heard in this because we take this feedback very seriously if you saw everything that I presented in the September meeting. So if you could go ahead and change the slide. It is a very simple survey. It is just 4 questions, but these 2 questions are the main things that we're looking at to rate us on how satisfied you are with IT support here on campus, and then if you have any feedback on how we can improve our services. We read every single comment, so please encourage people to fill this out, be honest, let us know how we can make things better for our student population here. If you could go ahead and change the slide. So we emailed about this survey yesterday. We're posting about it on our social media accounts, on Instagram, on Facebook. This is also the link as well. If you'd like to share it with anybody, it's just go.t2.edu/IT survey. And it is open through December 3rd. So please make sure you get your feedback in so it is heard. But that is everything that I have. So once again, thank you so much. Oh, and here's my contact information. If you ever want to reach out to me directly, I'd love to be a IT contact for you guys. So, thank you.
Up next, I would like to welcome from the Office of Open Educational Resources. Please join me in welcoming to the Senate, Lori Bruns.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Laurie Bruns. I am an assistant librarian in Open Educational Resources. And the reason I'm here to talk to you today or this evening is because Open Educational Resources directly impact you. You've probably never heard of them, but what they are free resources that your professors use in their classrooms so you don't have to buy a textbook. I am a Texas Tech grad, and I am very excited to be speaking to future alums within a college that I love. I'm also a doctoral student here at Texas Tech, and I understand the burden of those textbooks. I had to purchase one unknown to me for $250 this year, and I know y'all are in the same boat. So what we do within Open Educational Resources is we actually help faculty create a resource or a textbook or supplemental materials, a workbook. They put it all into Canvas so you don't have to buy a book and so that they don't have to require a book. The way that you can help in this is by talking to faculty, spreading the word among other students, spreading the word with your faculty members, and actually speaking to them about what you want. You can talk to them and you can say, hey, the library can actually help you create a book because we didn't actually use this one much this year. You can say, hey, I know that this subscription to get this one access code was very expensive. Is there any way that you could even work with the library? We offer our services for free to them to build something out that would be customized to our specific course. This is something that we would love to partner with you on. Hopefully you will see my face again in the future. But I really want to encourage you to be advocates for this because you know as well as I do that the burden of textbooks, that expense, is something that most people do not think about whenever they enter college. And it's something that you can't prepare yourself for until you get that sticker shock. I am here to answer any questions that you might have. Once again, my name is Laurie Bruns. You're welcome to reach out to me. And thank you so much for what you're doing. Appreciate you.
And next, we'd like to welcome our very own Mr. Michael Gunn.
It's that time again. This time we have some tension. There's 3 prizes, and you can see there's more than 3 names on the wheel this time. So we're gonna do that. But first I wanna remind you guys, I brought you guys snacks because I figure you're gonna be here for a while. And so keep your blood sugar up. Just make sure you get your wrappers and trash to the trash cans. It really helps the custodial staff when they're trying to turn these rooms over tonight. So thank you so much for that. That being said, spin that wheel. We're going to institute You Must Be Present to Win, which is going to be, We're going on without her. I'm sorry. We only have 3 prizes. You got to be present to win this time. Spin that wheel. You got all this votes? Oh, man. Is Evan here?
I think Leah is the only one present today.
Aaliyah's the only one present? This should be real quick. Aaliyah, would you like a student government Stanley, or would you like our nice little backpack?
Tell her what kind of backpack.
Well, it is a North Face circa 2022. No? Where's she at?
Leah, that's you? Yeah, you're the only one here.
Yeah, you. Okay, all right.
Okay, well,
That was sort of anticlimactic.
that was. Thank you, sir. Yeah. Wow. That was very anticlimactic. Well, I'm sure we will see Mr. Gunn yet again next semester in the Senate chamber. But for now, we're going to proceed on forward to our open forum. Rule 32, Section 2 of the Senate states any student enrolled in Texas Tech may address the Senate at this time on any given issue for a maximum of 10 minutes. At this time, if you wish to address the Senate, please rise, state your name, the college that you're enrolled in, and wait for recognition of the chair. Would anybody like to address the Senate?
Alfonso Salvador from Arts and Sciences. May I please approach the podium?
You may.
This thing doesn't work?
It's for the radio.
Ah.
So you can talk into it.
No worries. All right. Good evening, Senators. My name is Alfonso Salvador, and I'm a biochemistry major here at Tech. I'm here to speak about a serious safety issue in the chemistry building that is affecting many of our students. In our lab courses, we are instructed, for safety purposes, to leave our backpacks, water bottles, and personal belongings in the hallway. Because of this policy, students taking lab courses in the chem building have been repeatedly targeted for theft. Multiple department-wide emails have been sent about stolen items, and students are anxious walking into labs, wondering if their belongings will still be there when they return. This is not a rare or an isolated problem, it's ongoing. So we are asking the Senate to support the installation of security cameras in these hallways, as well as securing more locker units that students can use before entering their labs. These are standard in many other universities to help protect students' property and reduce anxiety in these learning environments. Not only that, but it can help our instructors enforce safety policies a lot more effectively. Thank you for listening and supporting safer conditions in my building. Thank you.
Thank you, Alfonso. Is there anyone else that would like to address the Senate at this time? Seeing none, we shall proceed to executive reports. Please welcome Chief of Staff Ryan Cavazos.
Good evening, Senate. First thing I have for y'all is that we went over a sustainability day where we tabled and spread awareness about sustainability on campus. And then second, we are having a holiday party on December 4th. So please, everyone pull out your phones, and I want y'all to RSVP yes or no in the group me right now. Please and thank you.
The one time your phones are allowed in Senate.
You told me that,
In the all SGA group chat.
Yes.
Yes, Christina. I don't think I'm in that group. We got you. Hey, Christian. Hold on. Actually, I'll add you. Yeah.
Alfon's about to go over it. Anyways, thank y'all for putting yes or no. And then also, I wanted to kind of go back. It's not on here, but OER, Miss Lori, she just came by. I met with her earlier. That's actually a really big thing. Professors, they kind of they have textbooks for y'all to buy. A lot of them are making money off of that. I don't know if y'all knew that. I kind of found that out recently. So it's actually a really great thing that if we spread awareness to our professors that are also the faculty about using that OER. So that's definitely something we're going to pursue a lot in the spring and go to Faculty Senate and spread that awareness. So yeah, thank y'all.
Next, please welcome Interim Graduate Vice President Christian Gonzalez.
Hello everyone. So I'm Christian Gonzalez. I know I'm still pending the results tonight, but I just wanted to introduce myself to the Senate and really get to know me a bit better. So I'm a master's student in the Science of Finance in the Rawls College of Business. I was also an undergrad here studying finance. I graduated this past May, but this is a really cool opportunity that was presented to me. I'm also a graduate ambassador, so I'm really looking forward to leveraging both roles to get the most out of representing graduate and law students. And then these would be my potential office hours for the rest of the semester. But yeah, I'm really excited to be a part of SGA. I'm looking forward to being as useful as possible. Thank you guys.
Next, please welcome External Vice President Bobby Stevens.
Hi everybody, it's good to see you. I hope you're having a great day. I know finals are coming up, and with that being said, I wanted to give you a quote from Sam Ewing. Hard work spotlights the character of people. Some turn up their sleeves, some turn up their noses, and some don't turn up at all. And I think the fact that all of you are here right now is a testament to the fact that you guys do show up. You guys have consistently shown your hard work and dedication throughout the semester, and I look forward to seeing what you guys do next semester. So this week we tabled for hospitality services. We asked students on campus how they felt about dining halls on campus, and really just tried to gauge their input on the services that are provided. We're working on Safety Week, and we have more to follow with that next semester. And then I am excited to announce that I am working with some members of SGA and Scoville business leaders, and we're trying to push forward stuff for businesses at tech. So go us. That's all I got. Thanks, guys.
And lastly, please welcome Student Body President Faith Geisway.
Good evening, everybody. I'm so excited to see y'all. So I've been reporting on this for a while now, but I just wanted to include a fall break update. We have a subcommittee created that's been reviewing the proposal this week, drafting a memo that's going to be sent out beginning of next week, hopefully, that has recommendations in it to the provost and the president. That will be voted on the February Board of Regents if the president and the provost approve of that recommendation, whichever one they decide to choose. The second thing is student hold survey. So if you're on academics or student life committee, I sent out an email earlier, I think yesterday or maybe today, that had this survey in it. So student holds, that can be anything from financial, advising, compliance, academic performance, the effects of the holds, restricting transcript access, preventing course registration, and blocking add or drop activity. So if you've ever had a hold, you've probably seen that whenever you're trying to register for classes. That's normally when I see those. And so if you can fill out that survey, if you're on the committee as well, I'm going to send it in the All SGA group chat. And it's really quick. It has a couple questions on it. I'm going to be seeing the feedback of that, and so that'll help me get a general consensus of students who are from, whether it's the biochemistry major or political science, and not just Davis College where I'm at. So if y'all could do that, that would be really great. Big 12 and finals, I know y'all probably all have seen the email that President Skubanek sent out. And I just wanted to provide some clarification. And so basically that's not every professor has to move finals to that from the 6th to the 4th. Actually, that's just a recommendation, and they can have any flexibility within that. So that could be they offer it online, they could offer a substitute for the final, they could count a different exam grade twice. It's just up to the professor. And so if your professor hasn't communicated anything to you yet, I would reach out to them if you are planning on going to that game, because that could actually bring that whole class to have it on the 4th, or maybe one of my classes is offering it on the 4th and on the 6th. So just wanted to add that. And then academic council. So the piece of legislation that I believe Christian and Libby authored about adding a minor, that passed through academic council actually last week, so that's super exciting. And that'll hopefully be voted on by the Board of Regents at the February meeting. But I just wanted to also provide context. If you're planning on writing a piece of legislation that's a minor, a certificate, a concentration, a major, changing a name of a program or anything like that, academic council has switched to a different approach for the way that we're handling I guess those type of proposals moving forward coming from faculty. And so it's going to be a much longer process. So if you're working on one right now, I would get it in really quickly. And then if you're not, just know that if you submit something or talk to a professor or faculty in like January, it might not actually happen for fall 2026. So just be on the lookout of that, because if the process is changing, it's going to take a little bit longer. And then Carol of Lights is December 7th. You should all go to Carol of Lights. It's my favorite tradition at Texas Tech, so I just put that up there. And then also, I'm super, super excited. Y'all got to meet Christian, and he is going to, I think, be an excellent addition to the team. He brings a steady, surface-driven leadership style that fits really great with our student government and the way that we're headed in the next year. His commitment to showing up for students, asking thoughtful questions, and leading with integrity, I genuinely think will strengthen the work you all do in this chamber, but also the work we do on the executive side. I'm excited for the collaboration ahead, and grateful to have him joining our team as we continue building a student-centered university together. So if you have any questions, I'd be more than happy to answer about any of these, and my door's always open. So thank you all.
Next on the agenda is judicial reports. Seeing as there is none at this time, we'll proceed to remarks of the President of the Student Senate. So from me, as always, here we are, last meeting of the semester, if you didn't know. And so points deadline, first week of December, so that's going to be next week. After this meeting, I will be updating the point sheet as much as possible because you guys wrote so much legislation. So I'll be going into our point sheet, updating that, and then transferring it over to y'all's view. If you see anything on there that looks a little askew, don't feel afraid to send me a text or an email saying, hey, this is what's happening. As always, submit it into that points submission form. God bless you. And I will be able to check that and insert it into the point sheet. And so as a reminder, 2 action legislation, 1 congratulatory, 2 outreach, 3 service points, and 1 meeting with the IVP. If you haven't had your meeting yet, feel free to send me a text and we can get one set up as quickly as possible. Merch order, please pick up, it's not supposed to say today, or in the SGA office. We meant to bring it today, however, we didn't have room with us carrying it over. Avi took it upon himself to separate that out. So it is separated out, ready to go in the office. Feel free to stop by the office and pick that up. We have it ready for you if you placed an order. And lastly, we're going to be having a food drive, so non-perishable food items, 5 items per 1 point that you are missing once I send out that updated point sheet. And you can go ahead, bring that by the office to me or Bobby, and we'll get that donated before the Thanksgiving break, so that way people can have food on the table during Thanksgiving break for their families. So that, then again, that's 5 items per 1 point that you're missing. So you can go towards outreach or service. At that, as always, we are here for something greater. As one unified body, we work to empower every Red Raider through leadership, advocacy, and community. With intentional representation and a spirit of innovation, we leave a legacy of excellence that shapes the future of Texas Tech. I know it gets a little tiring to hear sometimes, but you are all here for something greater. You're all doing a lot of good work, and I want to remind you guys of that. At this time, we're going to begin giving committee reports. When your committee is called, the chair, vice chair, or committee member designated to present the report will rise and give a brief summary of the report, ensuring to touch on any key issues the committee wishes to address. We will start with the college committees, moving alphabetically throughout them, and proceeding to standing committees. Arts and Sciences. Senator Tippin.
I move to skip all committee reports, just all committee reports.
You got it. It's been moved and seconded by Senator Shaw to suspend the standing rules of the Senate requiring committee reports to be read. This motion is undebatable, requires a 2/3 majority vote to pass. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. All opposed, please say no. Ayes have it, 2/3 majority in favor. Motion is suspended. We shall now proceed to routine motions and other business. Today we do have a new senator in the chamber with us. So if you will please rise and raise your right hand. I don't have it on the screen, so you're just going to have to listen very attunely to me. Okay. I do hereby solemnly swear that I shall faithfully execute the duties of the office of senator. I shall, to the best of my ability, preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the Student Government Association of Texas Tech University and the regulations which may be made in pursuance thereof. Congratulations. The floor is now open for any other routine motions and other business. Senator Joyce.
Madam President, I move to suspend the standing rules of the Senate that require all legislation to be read 3 times for the duration of the meeting.
It has been moved and seconded by Senator Shaw to suspend the standing rule of the Senate that requires all legislation to be placed on second reading and sent to committees. This motion is undebatable, unamendable, requires a 2/3 majority vote. All those in favor of suspending the standing rule, please say aye. Aye. All opposed, please say no. Ayes have it, motion passes. For the duration of the meeting, the rule is suspended. Is there any other motions right now on the floor? Seeing none, we shall now proceed to first reading. Senate Resolution 61.83. Senator Villegas.
The Vice Chair introduced resolution, Senate Resolution 61.83 in regards to the appointment of Christian Gonzalez as graduate vice president.
You may.
Good evening, everyone. This is just the resolution to appoint Mr. Christian Gonzalez as the graduate vice president, as appointed by Faith Geis-White, the student body president. He has gone through an application interview process and fits well with the team, so I see no reason he should not be in this role. With that, I move to send Senate Resolution 61.83 on third reading and final passage.
It is moved and seconded by Senator Joyce to place Senate Resolution 61.83 onto third reading and final passage. This motion is debatable, amendable to the second degree, and requires a majority vote to pass. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, please vote in the polls. With 40 in the affirmative, motion passes. Student Body President Geis-White and Mr. Christian Gonzalez, would you please make your way to the front to be sworn in?
Christian, please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I do hereby solemnly swear that I shall faithfully execute the duties of the office of Vice President of Graduate Affairs of Texas Tech University Student Government Association. That I shall, to the best of my ability, preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the Student Government Association of Texas Tech University and the regulations which may be made in pursuance thereof. Congratulations.
Senate Resolution 61.84. Senator Caro.
I rise to introduce 61.84, stating the sentiments of the student senate regarding the installation of additional power outlets and charging stations in the Rawls College of Business to enhance student study and collaboration spaces. May I approach the podium?
You may.
Hi guys, my name is Gabby if you don't already know me. So this piece is basically just saying, as an encouragement to put more charging outlets and different like charging ports and walls into the Rawls College. For me, I'm on campus almost every day from like 8 to 5, and there's never anywhere I can charge my phone, charge my computer, so it's always a struggle. So I would definitely recommend this piece be moved to second reading. So, Madam President, I move to place Senate Resolution 61.84 on second reading and sent to all committees.
It has been moved and seconded by Senator Safuna to place Senate Resolution 61.84 onto second reading and sent to all committees. This is undebatable, unamendable, requires a majority vote. Vote in the polls. Missing one. With 40 in the affirmative, motion passes. Senate Resolution 61.85.
Madam President, I rise to present Senate Resolution 61.85 regarding the implementation of an arts and sciences study. May I first read?
You may.
Hi guys, my name is Emma. I'm a senator for Arts and Sciences. So this piece is basically just a recommendation from the Senate for an Arts and Sciences study day. I've had a lot of students tell me that they feel like there's not a lot of opportunities within the College of Arts and Sciences to like get to know other people outside of their majors, or to have an opportunity to connect with a lot of resources that the college offers. So this is just a recommendation to have a day at the beginning of the year in the fall semester hosted by Arts and Sciences, where students could get together and have an opportunity to meet each other, do some studying together, and get to know the resources within the college. So I recommend this to be on second reading and sent to all committees.
It has been moved and seconded by Senator Kirkpatrick to place Senate Resolution 61.85 onto second reading and sent to all committees. This motion is undebatable, unamendable, requires a majority vote. Vote in the polls. Missing one. With 40 in the affirmative, motion passes. Senate Resolution 61.86. Senator Walker.
I rise to introduce Senate Resolution 61.86, stating the sentiments of the Student Senate regarding supporting the College of Education's Unapologetically West Texas initiative. May I first podium?
You may.
Okay, hi guys. My name is Reese. This resolution is just to support the College of Education's new initiative. It's called Unapologetically West Texas. It's basically just the college working to strengthen our recruitment. Basically, our college is one of the smaller ones here on campus, so it's just for recruitment, outreach, and then research. We've partnered with the enrollment management to increase undergraduate enrollment and better just connect future educators with opportunities here in West Texas. So yeah, it just talks about the importance of preparing future educators who truly understand the needs of what we need here in not only West Texas, but also just Texas Tech. So supporting it just demonstrates our commitment to growing and sustaining the future of education. Madam President, I move to place Senate Resolution 61.86 on second reading and sent to all committees.
It has been moved and seconded by Senator Jameson to place Senate Resolution 61.86 onto second reading and sent to all committees. Again, undebatable, unamendable, requires majority vote. Vote in the polls. With 40 in the affirmative, motion passes. Senate Resolution 61.87. Senator Kirkpatrick.
Madam President, I rise to introduce Senate Bill 61.87, stating Hi guys, my name is Evelyn Kirkpatrick. I'm the chair of the Sustainability Committee. The point of this bill, the Student Senate tables once a year regarding sustainability. This would just require the Sustainability Committee to be present for that day of tabling to help us be better connected with the desires of our constituents. I move to place Senate Resolution 61.87 on second reading and send all committees.
It has been moved and seconded by Senator Cifuentes to place Senate Resolution 61.87 onto second reading and sent to all committees. Please vote in the polls. With 40 in the affirmative, motion passes. Senate Resolution 61.88. Senator Kirkpatrick.
Madam President, I rise to introduce Senate Bill 61.688, stating the sentiments of the Student Senate regarding the placement of posters in residence halls to encourage students to turn off unused lights to improve sustainability.
The podium is all yours.
Hi again. I'm presenting this on behalf of some of my friends who are super sick right now. The point of this bill would be to put up papers in all residence halls to encourage people to turn off their lights when they're not there and they're not using them, to conserve energy, money in the university, and reduce light pollution. I move to place this bill on second reading and send to all committees.
It has been moved and seconded by Senator Enos to place Senate Resolution 61.88 onto second reading and sent to all committees. Undebatable, unamendable, vote in the polls. Senator Alessio, my apologies.
Friendly amendment. To add on line 28, Tanya Massey, Senior Managing Director of Senior Housing.
Noted. Vote in the polls, please. With 39 in the affirmative, motion passes. Senate Resolution 61.89. Senator Bennett, thank you.
Madam President, I rise to introduce Senate Resolution 61.89, stating the sentiments of the Student Senate regarding the implementation of Chick-fil-A breakfast menu items in all Chick-fil-A locations on and around the Texas Tech University campus. May I approach the podium?
You may.
Hi everyone, my name is Annabelle Bennett, and I'm so glad to see all of y'all here today. I'm a senator for the Rawls College of Business, and I think that we can all say that we have been to a Chick-fil-A location around campus and have noticed that the locations do not offer breakfast options. I wrote this piece to implement Chick-fil-A breakfast options into all locations around Texas Tech campus. I have been in touch with Kirk Rodriguez and numerous individuals who have given me the support in this idea, and I think that it would benefit not only Chick-fil-A sales, but also student satisfaction. With this being said, Madam President, I move that we place Senate Resolution 61.89 onto third reading and final passage.
It has been moved and seconded by Senator Satar to place Senate Resolution 61.89 onto third reading and final passage. This motion is debatable, is amendable to the second degree, and requires a majority vote. Is there any discussion on this resolution? Senator Mount.
Question, why is it not currently in place?
That's what I'm wondering.
I feel like there's got to be some reason behind that we don't know yet.
Senator Joyce.
I will say that the Chick-fil-A and the sub actually did used to have breakfast options, and then they cut those for reasons undisclosed. But that does prove that we at least have the capacity to still do that. I think if we show enough student support for this bill, they might be able to reinstate it.
Senator Villegas.
I have a question.
Please rise when speaking.
Sorry. Just a question for the author. What did Kirk Rodriguez say when you asked regarding this? Because when legislation was submitted, it said that he was not in support of this.
Senator Bennett, would you like to respond?
I reached out to him, and I also reached out to Mr. David Deason, Chick-fil-A franchise owner and operator, and I have not gotten back to him yet. But that was for the Rawls College of Business, not all around Texas
there any other discussion on this piece? Seeing none, please vote in the polls. Senator Paul. Senator Jameson. Senator Morris. With 36 in the affirmative, motion passes. Senate Resolution 61.90. Senator Kate Fitzmaurice.
I rise to introduce Senate Bill Resolution 61.90.
You may approach the podium.
Okay, so do I need to read the rest? Okay, this piece talks about regarding like student support and allowing classrooms and roles to be open for students to study. It's constantly crowded and there's 4,500 students currently enrolled in the college, so this would just kind of recommend that they allow more space and roles to be public for students. Madam President, I move to place Senate Resolution 61.90 on second reading and send to all committees.
It has been moved and seconded by Senator Hayes to place Senate Resolution 61.90 on a second reading and sent to all committees. Undebatable, unamendable, requires a majority vote. Vote on the polls. Missing 5. With 36 in the affirmative, motion passes. Senate Resolution 61.91. Senator Sifuna.
Thank you, Madam President. I rise to introduce Senate Bill 60.19, setting the central selection regarding the need for centralized graduate resource hub to improve resource hub accessibility, navigation, and support in the process.
You may.
So this piece introduces the centralized graduate student resource hub, which calls for a unified and accessible starting point for all graduate-related information at Texas Tech University. So graduate students often struggle to locate like essential resources, whether related to funding, academic milestones, wellness, crisis support, international services, or professional development. So because these materials are scattered across multiple offices and platforms, so this resolution addresses that gap by proposing a single, well-organized digital hub that consolidates all the existing resources without replacing or duplicating them. So the initiative focuses on clarity, reducing confusion, and ensuring that every graduate student, especially the ones that are new, international, online, and first-generation students, can quickly find what they need. We believe that by streamlining this, we are going to enhance visibility, and we are going to lower the administrative burden on students. So this resolution generally supports graduate success, well-being, and retention across the university. With that, Madam President, I move to place this legislation on second reading, right? and sent to all committees.
It has been moved and seconded by Senator Harguru to place Senate Resolution 61.91 onto second reading and sent to all committees. This is undebatable, unamendable, requires majority vote. Vote on the polls. Missing 2. Senator Mao. Senator Morris. Sorry. There we go. With 40 in the affirmative, motion passes. Senate Resolution 61.92. Senator Joyce.
Madam President, I rise to introduce Senate Resolution 61.92 stating the sentiments of the Student Senate regarding advanced registration for senators. May I first put it
You may.
Hi everybody, if you don't know me, my name is Parker Joyce. I am a Senator at large and I'm the chair of the at-large committee. This is our legislation for the semester. As you can tell by the lengthy author list, I think that might be a record right there. But this is advocating for the advanced registration for senators. As I'm sure all of you know, being a senator can be a big time commitment where we have to attend meetings every Thursday and 2 committee meetings bi-weekly on top of getting our other point requirements or maybe even serving on things like fee committees. So this initiative was started last year by our very own internal vice president, and we did not make much headway on it, so we are reintroducing it this year in hopes of getting some support from admin. With that, Madam President, I move to place Senate Resolution 61.92 onto second reading and be sent to all committees.
It was moved and seconded by Senator Richard to place Senate Resolution 61.92 onto second reading and sent to all committees. Undebatable, unamendable. Vote on the votes. Missing 4. Senator Fitzmaurice. With 40 in the affirmative, motion passes. Senate Resolution 61.93.
I rise to introduce Senate Resolution 61.93, stating the sentiments of the Student Senate regarding creating additional space to support breakfast service and reduce congestion at the Chick-fil-A at Ross College of Business. May I approach the podium?
You may.
Hi y'all, for those of y'all who don't know me, my name is Katie. I'm really excited about this piece. We spoke to hospitality services and they also agree this is something that's really needed. I don't know if all of y'all have been to the Rawls Chick-fil-A, but I've seen how busy it gets, especially right when it opens. And not only will it create space for, I don't know, more students, it gets so congested in there, but just like Senator Bennett's piece, it'll allow for breakfast options, and who doesn't love Chick-fil-A breakfast? So I move to place the Senate resolution on second reading and sent to all committees.
It has been moved and seconded by Senator Pua to place Senate Resolution 61.93 onto second reading and sent to all committees. Senator Joyce.
Friendly amendments, I don't know if it's on all versions, but on my version there's no authors or co-sponsors listed.
Correct.
It'd be me and Gabby Carr.
Thank you. Please vote on the polls. Missing 6. With 36 in the affirmative, motion passes. Senate Resolution 61.94. Senator Mao.
Madam President, I rise to present Senate Resolution 61.94, stating the sentiments of the Student Senate regarding implementation of low-cost lighting on the 3 pedestrian bridges crossing Martinsville Freeway. May I approach the podium?
You may.
First, everybody, this piece is about basically trying to expand our lighting initiative. Big idea that we've heard from the last couple meetings has been about safety and about lighting across. Well, I don't know if any of you guys have crossed the bridges at nighttime across Marshall Sharp in any form or fashion, and whether it be a scooter, a bike, or walking, it is dangerous. And this is a big project, and so there's a lot of coordination not only with the Texas Tech, but as well with the city government and the state and TxDOT as well, because of how ownership works on bridges crossing major highways. And so it's a big project, but it'll get the ball rolling for not just this, for funding for it. We need to get the student support. So, Madam President, I move to put Senate Resolution 61.94 on second reading and sent to all committees.
It's been moved and seconded by Senator Shaw to place Senate Resolution 61.94 into second reading and sent to all committees. Undebatable, unamendable, requires a majority vote. Vote in the polls. Missing one. With 41 in the affirmative, motion passes. Senate Resolution 61.95.
Madam
Senator
President,
Cox.
I rise to introduce Senate Resolution 61.95, stating the sentiments of Student Senate regarding the implementation of online ordering at Chick-fil-A in the Rawls College of Business. May I approach the podium?
You may.
Hey everyone, my name's Savannah Cox. If I haven't had the pleasure to meet you, I hope I can soon. So this piece of legislation is to implement online ordering at the Chick-fil-A in Rawls Business College. As you may know, Rawls Business College does not have online ordering at Chick-fil-A. And this leads to longer wait times, reduced convenience for students and faculty. However, with the implementation of online ordering, it would improve service efficiency, reduce wait times, and enhance overall convenience. Madam President, I move to place Senate Resolution 61.95 onto second reading and sent to all committees.
It has been moved and seconded by Senator Lujan to place Senate Resolution 61.95 onto second reading and sent to all committees. Vote in the polls. With 35 in the affirmative, motion passes. Senate Resolution 61.96.
Madam President, I rise to introduce Senate Resolution 61.96, stating the sentiments of the Student Senate regarding the implementation of increased charging accessibility and functionality within the Rawls Business College. This piece of legislation recommends the installation of additional charging ports throughout the Rawls College of Business, with priority placement in high-traffic study areas and basement seating areas. This piece also recommends to repair or replace existing charging outlets that are currently non-functional or outdated, ensuring that all ports meet modern charging standards. Madam President, I move to place Senate Resolution 61.96 on second reading and sent to all committees.
It has been moved and seconded by Senator Paul to place Senate Resolution 61.96 onto second reading and sent to all committees. Vote in the polls. Missing one. With 36 in the affirmative, motion passes. Senate Resolution 61.97. Senator Thomas.
Madam President, I rise to introduce Senate Resolution 61.97, stating the sentiments of Student Senate regarding the addition of outdoor seating in the engineering key. May I please put it?
You may.
How are y'all doing? My name's Grant, for those of y'all who don't know me. So it's a pretty simple piece. We just want to add some benches and tables outside of the engineering key. There's a good amount right now, but I got an hour-and-a-half break on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and a lot of the time they're taken up. So, yeah. Madam President, I move to place Senate Resolution 61.97 on second reading and send to all committees.
It has been moved and seconded by Senator Repetto to place Senate Resolution 61.97 onto second reading and sent to all committees. Vote on the polls. Missing 7. Missing 2. Senator Mount. With 40 in affirmative, motion passes. At this time, if you are in the first year engagement, you may leave the chamber. Please do so quietly. Senator Kirkpatrick. You may. Resolution 61.98. Senator Richard.
Madam President, I rise to introduce Senate Resolution 61.98, stating the sentiments of the Student Senate regarding the need to increase the scholarship funds of Texas Tech University's Air Force and Army ROTC program. May I first read?
You may.
Thank you, Madam President. Okay. Hi guys, if I haven't had the chance to speak to you, my name is Sarah Richard. I am a senator for College of Health and Human Sciences, and I also wear a lot of hats both on and off campus. One of them being this right here, the Miss Military Star Texas. This will be my 3rd year doing this, and it means a lot to me to represent the military community. And this case itself was brought to my attention at the end of last year when there was a large budget merge within the military side of things outside of university control. However, that merge has caused a decrease in scholarship availability, thereby dulling our competitive edge against schools like TCU, OSU, and even outside of the Big 12. So we are trying to find a solution to combat this, but we cannot do it on our own. I've been working with the administration and finance team as well as the staff from both programs, but we need a lot of help and we need a lot of collaboration from the students. So with that being said, Madam President, I move to place Senate Resolution 61.98 on second reading and sent to all committees.
It has been moved and seconded by Senator Jameson to place Senate Resolution 61.98 onto second reading and sent to all committees. Debatable, amendable, on the polls. Senator Russo. Senator Edwards. Missing 2. With 40 in the affirmative, motion passes. Senate Resolution Resolution 61.99. Senator Miller.
I rise to introduce Senate Resolution stating the sentiments of the student regarding the increase of campus safety through installing exterior cameras around the student rec center. May I approach the podium?
You may.
Hello, for those I have not met, my name is Mignon, and my piece is talking about the increase of campus safety through installing security cameras around the Student Rec Center. It is one of the most used facilities on campus. Enhancing cameras around the Rec Center aligns with Texas Tech ongoing efforts to improve campus safety. Madam President, may I place Senate Resolution 61.99 on second reading and send to all committees?
It has been moved and seconded by Senator Shaw to place Senate Resolution 61.99 on to second reading and sent to all committees. Vote in the polls. Senator Villegas.
Friendly amendments add Eric Mackey's for the temporary student recreation center.
Noted. Thank you. Senator Villegas. Precinct 3. Senator Thomas. With 40 in the affirmative, motion passes. Senate Resolution 61.100. Senator Vigi.
Madam Speaker, I rise to introduce Senate Resolution 61.100, stating sentiments of the student senate regarding installation of security cameras in the chemistry building lab hallways. May I place the podium?
You may.
Okay, hi guys. So as you've heard from our chemistry student during open forum, theft is a big issue in the chemistry building. Numerous students and colleagues within the chemistry department have reported reoccurring incidents of stolen personal items, and department-wide emails have been sent out to chemistry and biochemistry students, including myself, about this ongoing issue. The presence of surveillance cameras in these hallways would allow the department to identify perpetrators, prevent future incidents, and restore stolen items. With that, I move to place Senate Resolution 61.100 to second reading and sent to all committees.
It has been moved and seconded by Senator Duke to place Senate Resolution 61.100 onto second reading and sent to all committees. This motion is undebatable. Unamendable. Vote in the polls. Senator Thomas. Precinct 1. Senator Cox. With 40 in affirmative, motion passes. Congratulations on 100's pass. Senate Resolution 61.101. Senator Rodriguez.
I rise to introduce the Senate Resolution 61.10, stating the sentiments of the student senate regarding climate comfort concerns within Texas Tech Media and Communication. May I approach the podium?
You may.
Good evening, Senators. Today I'm presenting Senate Resolution 61.101, which highlights the student concerns about the temperature issues in the Media and Communications building. This piece is based entirely on what the students have shared, their experiences, their opinions, and their overall feelings about the building being too warm or too cold, or generally just inconsistent. Many students say that these conditions make it harder for them to focus, and it's uncomfortable, and they don't feel fully engaged in classes. So this resolution simply just asks the building maintenance to just review and monitor the climate when the students speak up about it. I move to send the Senate Resolution 61.101 to second reading.
It has been moved and seconded by Senator Edwards to place Senate Resolution 61.101 onto second reading and sent to all committees. Vote in the polls. Missing 10. 2. Senator Kirkpatrick. With 40 in the affirmative, motion passes. Senate Resolution 61.102. Senator Harman-Fani.
Madam President, I rise to present Senate Resolution 61.102 stating the sentiments of the Student Senate regarding the installation of additional lockers in the chemistry building lab hallways. May I approach the podium? Alright, hey guys. So, as mentioned during open forum, there's been a lot of issues regarding theft and security in the chemistry buildings as students are required to leave all their belongings outside of the chemistry labs in order to prevent contamination as well as ensuring safety precautions. And so many students spend a lot of hours, 3 hours I think, in labs, and they currently don't have reliable or a sufficient amount of places for them to store their belongings. And so by installing additional lockers in the building, we can reduce theft and we can improve safety and convenience. And so, Madam President, I move to place Senate Resolution 61.102 on second reading and send to all committees.
It has been moved and seconded by Senator Enos to place Senate Resolution 61.102 onto second reading and sent to all committees. This is undebatable, unamendable, requires a majority vote. Vote the polls. Yes.
Point of personal privilege, Madam President.
You may. Senator Paul, Senator Duke. Missing 1. Senator Miller. With 39 in the affirmative, motion passes. Senate Resolution 61.103. Senator Repetto. My apologies.
Madam President, I rise to introduce case 61.103 stating the sentiments of the Student Senate regarding free parking for the Texas Tech Police Department staff on TTPD law. May I proceed?
You may.
Hey guys, this piece is pretty much just asking for the Texas Tech Police Department staff to get free parking. As we all know, or if you didn't know, they park all the way out between 4th Street and Marcia Sharp. It's not on campus. They work many hours. I work for housing, so I get to work with them a lot. They're usually over 12-hour shifts they work, and they don't even get to park in here for free. Many staff at Texas Tech don't get to park here for free. Professors, us, no one gets to park here for free, but they're crucial to Texas Tech. They deserve their respect to at least be able to park in here for free. Madam President, I move to place this 61.103 on second reading and send to all committees.
It has been moved and seconded by Senator Richard to place Senate Resolution 61.103 onto second reading. Please vote in the polls. Missing 3. Senator Carl. 39 in the affirmative, motion passes. Senate Resolution 61.104. Senator Duke.
I rise to present Resolution 61.104, stating the sentiments of the Student Senate regarding increasing signage around campus, advertising free academic services offered by Texas Tech University. May I approach the podium?
You may.
Okay. Hi everyone. I'm Christina. I'm a senator for Arts and Sciences, and basically what this is that basically we have a lot of really good academic services, just kind of like academic resources, like Orange Scantrons, Blue Books, calculator rentals. We have the Writing Center, the Learning Center tutoring. So basically, what this resolution hopes to do is to place signage in areas of high traffic around campus, like the sub, residence halls, library entrances, things like that, just to promote and to let students know about these resources that they can use. And doing that, I move to pass this to second reading and sent to all committees.
It has been moved and seconded by Senator Ascarnia to place Senate Resolution 61.104 onto second reading and sent to all committees. Vote the polls. Please make sure you're voting. With 39 in the affirmative, motion passes. Senate Resolution 61.105. Senator Webb.
Madam President, I rise to introduce Senate Resolution 61.105, stating the sentiments of the Student Senate regarding the clarification of the Honors College thesis credit policy. May I approve?
You may.
Hey guys, if you don't know me, my name is Ella Webb. I'm in the Honors College, and basically this is just clarifying some things that when I met with Jill Dean, the Dean of the Honors College, he wanted us to write. So basically for honor sciences and humanities students, a part of their major is to write an honors thesis at the end of like their senior year. And so this is basically saying that people who aren't honor sciences and humanities majors that want to graduate with highest honors can get honors credit for the 6 thesis hours. Now, this wouldn't affect honor sciences and humanities students because the thesis is a part of the major, but yeah, so that's that. Madam President, I move that we place this Senate Resolution 61.105 on second reading and sent to all committees.
It has been moved and seconded by Senator Bijou to place Senate Resolution 61.105 onto second reading and sent to all committees. Vote the polls. Missing 4. Senator Alessio, Senator Cox. With 39 in the affirmative, motion passes. Senate Resolution 61.106. Senator Morris.
Madam President, I rise to present Senate Resolution 61.106, stating the sentiments of the Student Senate regarding outdoor seating checkout at the School of Law. May I approach the podium?
Okay guys, so this comes at the recommendation of several of our faculty members. Basically, in one of our meetings, me and Hannah learned that during COVID, when we were having to do, all the restrictions and stuff, the law school actually bought a bunch of like umbrella lawn chairs and kind of other cool outdoor things like that. And then ever since those restrictions faded away, have tucked them away in storage and don't do anything with them anymore. And they would like to not have them rotting in storage anymore and set up kind of a checkout process so that people will start using them again post-COVID era. So that's that. Madam President, I move to place this legislation on second reading and sent to all committees.
It has been moved and seconded by Senator Tippin to place Senate Resolution 61.106 onto second reading and sent to all committees. Place your vote in the polls. Senator Mao, Senator Bennett. With 39 of the affirmative, motion passes. Senate Resolution 61.107. Senator Villegas.
I rise to introduce Senate Resolution 61.107, stating the minutes of the Student Senate regarding the creation of a Senate Involvement Committee to further improve the Senate's outreach to students and promote personal growth. May I propose?
You may.
Good evening, Senators. It's great to look at all of your faces on your phones. But this is regarding the creation of a Senate Involvement Committee. So in previous years, the Senate was very involved doing outreach and things such as intramurals. So this is basically just a committee to get that started. In the past as well, we were very dominant in those, so we'd always win. So I think it'd be really cool if we could bring that back. So this interim Senate Involvement Committee would consist of me, the chair, Tabor Christinelli, the vice chair, Sarah Sweden, Libby Bijou, Ella Webb, Parker Joyce, and Mignon Miller. And our jobs would just be to get you guys involved doing intramurals and bring that back. And so with that, I move to send Senate Resolution 61.107 to third reading and final passage.
It has been moved and seconded by Senator Bennett to place Senate Resolution. My apologies, not Senator Bennett, Senator Repetto. Onto third reading and final passage. This motion is debatable, is amendable to the second degree, and requires a majority vote to pass. Is there any discussion on this at this moment in time? Awesome. Vote the polls. Missing 3. With 39 of the affirmative, motion passes. Senate Resolution 61.108. Senator Miller.
I rise to introduce Senate Resolution 61.108, stating the sentiments of the student regarding the installation of a pedestrian walk signal at the crosswalk located between Main Street and Foote Avenue. May I approach the podium?
You may.
Hello again. My piece is talking about the installation of a pedestrian walk signal at the crosswalk located at Main Street and Foote Avenue. It is one of the busiest pedestrian crosswalks at Texas Tech. The installation of a pedestrian walk signal or flashing crosswalk indicator would provide a clear and safe method for students to cross, particularly during the night hours or heavy campus traffic. Madam President, may I move to place Senate Resolution 61.108 on second reading and sent to all committees.
It has been moved and seconded by Senator Christinelli to place Senate Resolution 61.108 onto second reading and sent to all committees. Senator Alessio.
Friendly amendment in the name of the bottom to add Sean Childers, Associate Vice President of Operations.
Noted. Please vote in the polls. Missing 1. 39 in the affirmative, motion passes. Proceeding forward to second reading, the light of day, Senate Resolution 61.57. Senator Edwards, Senator Hayes, Senator Fitch.
I rise to present Senate Resolution 61.57. May I please approach the podium?
You may.
Sorry.
This is just about adding more water refilling stations around campus because I feel like a lot of us like to carry a water bottle but have nowhere to refill it up. So I just wrote this piece just to add that to campus. So, Madam President, I rise to, I don't know what to say. I move to place this onto third reading and final passage.
It has been moved and seconded by Senator Hayes to place Senate Resolution 61.57 onto third reading and final passage. This motion is debatable, amendable to the second degree, requires a majority vote. Senator Alessio.
I had a question. Where are some of the areas that lack refilling stations?
I think there's some in the sub, but there's not many in like I've never come across any in Holden, or maybe I'm just not looking. But we talked about it on the sustainability committee, and there's just I guess it's been an ongoing issue where students just aren't we just want to make it easier for students to access clean drinking water and not having to purchase water every time they're going in a building.
Senator Hayes.
Yes, just quick. For Huckabee College, at least, there are 10 floors, and there's only one singular filling station in that building. And so I know that could be the case in other places as well. So.
Senator Richard.
Just a quick question.
Please rise when speaking.
For the ones that we currently have.
Point of order, please rise when speaking.
Sorry about that. For the ones that we do have, are we clearing out the filters on a timely manner? Because I do know that is a current issue that we have.
I'm honestly not sure, but I can look into that and get back to you on that. I will also say the academic science building has a lot of water refilling stations, but that is a newer building, so I think it's mainly an issue in the older buildings on campus.
Is there any other discussion on this? Seeing none, vote in the polls. Yes. State your point. For the remainder of the meeting, may I ask your reasoning? We are getting close to our quorum.
Yeah, I have writing document deadlines.
I see. We're at 39 of 55. Senator, could you possibly wait? Thank you. With 37 in the affirmative, motion passes. Senate Resolution 61.58. Senator Caro.
Madam President, I rise to reintroduce Senate 61.58, stating the student sentiment regarding the ban of Turkey tossing tradition. May I approach the podium?
You may.
Hi guys again, I'm Gabby. So this piece is basically kind of just saying that, we are kind of in support of the tortilla ban because at the end of the day, the student athletes are people that we have in our class and we never want to negatively affect them. And the ban that I wanted, however much money that we were taking, I want to say it was $100,000, could be put into so much other things for other sports who aren't as highlighted as much as football is. So this is just saying that we are in support of the ban, just to prevent further fundings being taken away from the athletics. So, Madam President, I move to place Senate Resolution 61.58 stating the sentiments of the Student Senate regarding, I placed Senate Resolution 61.58 on third reading and final passage.
It has been moved and seconded by Senator Hagura to place Senate Resolution 61.58 onto third reading and final passage. This is debatable, amendable, requires majority vote. Is there any discussion, Senator Mao?
Yeah, I rise in opposition to this bill, for the resolution, for the primary fact is that, well, football is almost over. We don't have a single home game left unless we get a really good bid in the playoffs. Chances are we may not have one if we continue to do good. Secondly, the students have already shown that they've supported this ban. The athletics have completely completely showed how they will enforce this already. I think we have no place in trying to make any statement here. The students have already showed their support to athletics. This bill doesn't do anything except for show that we are in support of something that's already been in effect and been working for the last 3 home games. I urge everyone to vote against this piece.
Is there any other discussion?
Do I say something back to that?
You don't have to respond now. If you wish to, you can.
Okay, Senator Mao. So basically, at the end of the day, of course, everyone already agreed with it. Everyone's already good, but this is kind of just furthering that, just because how many people do you know have still tried to sneak tortillas into the game and gotten caught? I actually know personally a few. That's why Texas Tech, when they came, they had those little carts where they had to throw the tortillas in there. And even then, at the last game I went to, there was probably just a little bit of a few. I'm not saying it's everybody, but at the end of the day, we are a governing body that a lot of people look to a lot of things. We have so many speakers come up here. So what's one more yes to just saying we support it? There's no harm in just approving it. We're not doing anything wrong.
Senator Mao.
Yeah, kind of go against that directly. What's one more yes is the exact opposite way you should be looking at this. Every yes is important. Every piece we vote on means that we're standing on something. But I kind of come back to the main point. This doesn't do anything. We're expressing our sentiment that we don't want to do that. We're not going to throw any more tortillas, but that's already been shown that we are doing that. The people that are doing it, that are being the rule breakers, are being punished. This piece, it simply doesn't do anything, and I think we should all vote against it.
Thank you. The chair would like to remind the assembly that you are not to refer to any specific senator in the assembly.
Sorry.
Thank you. Is there any other discussion? Senator Duke.
I'm actually in support of this bill. I think, yes, we have shown that we are following the rules, but I think it is just good to have a record that SGA was in support of this rule change, and just to show in the future that, hey, we're following this, and the governing body of students is in support of this rule change. I think just for future things. Yeah.
Thank you. Senator Tippin.
I move the previous question.
It has been moved and seconded by Senator Shaw, Senator Joyce, Senator Villegas, Senator Paz, Senator Repetto to previous question. This motion is debatable by 3 minutes in the affirmative, 3 in the negation, is unamendable and requires a 2/3 majority vote. Is there any discussion on this? Seeing none, all those in favor of previous question, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, please say no.
No.
The ayes have it. Previous question is called. We should now proceed to vote. Please vote in the polls. With 30 in the affirmative, 6 in the negation, 3 in the abstain, motion passes. Senate Resolution 61.59, Senator Repetto.
Madam President, I rise to reintroduce Senate Resolution 61.59, setting the Senate of the student. Senate record of the reopening of the San Express kiosks. May I push it?
Hey guys, this piece is technically just reopening a kiosk that was closed down during COVID for the engineering key. We don't have anywhere to get the engineering key. We spent hours and hours there. Me and Mia actually tabled this twice, and we both haven't received a single answer.
saying that we don't want this reopened. We opened it from undergrad all the way to department chairs have done the survey, and everybody has voted yes, we want it opened. I believe even hospitality services agreed on reopening it. So I move to place Senate Resolution 61.59 on third reading and final passage.
It has been moved and seconded by Senator Mills to place Senate Resolution 61.59 onto third reading and final passage. It's debatable, amendable, requires a majority vote. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, vote on the polls.
Senator Caro, Senator Rodriguez.
With 39 in the affirmative, motion passes. Senate Resolution 61.60.
Madam President, I rise to present Senate Resolution 61.60. May I first put it?
You may.
Hi guys, so this piece I talked about last Senate meeting, and this one is just talking about more parking spaces and a parking lot to be in front of the Student Disability Center, so that students who have disabilities are able to have a spot to park, as well as have more accessible parking, because a lot of these students do need that in order to do well. So with that, Madam President, I rise to place Senate Resolution 61.60 on third reading and final passage.
It has been moved and seconded by Senator Bennett to place Senate Resolution 61.60 onto third reading and final passage. It's debatable, amendable, requires a majority vote. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, vote for the polls. With 39 in favor, motion passes. Senate Resolution 61.61. Senator Shaw.
Madam President, I rise to introduce Senate Resolution 61.61. May I approach the podium?
You may.
Hello everyone. As you can see, my name is not on this piece, but because Senator Whittakin and Senator Stevens aren't here, I am going to present it on their behalf. Or, well, Senator Stevens isn't even senator anymore. He's the EVP, so good for him. Madam President, I move to place Senate Resolution 61.61 stating the sentiments of the Student Senate regarding the creation of QR code map of Holden Hall to assist in navigation building on third reading and final passage.
It has been moved and seconded by Senator Hayes to place Senate Resolution 61.61 onto third reading and final passage. Is there any discussion? Senator Villegas.
Robert Stevens is no longer senator. He cannot be the author of the piece.
Correct. Noted. Any other discussion? See none, vote the polls. Please make sure you're voting. In the affirmative, motion passes. Senate Resolution 61.62. Senator Paul.
Madam President, I rise to reintroduce Resolution 61.60, stating the sentiment of the Student Senate regarding the implementation of the updated research and outreach section of the College of Health and Human Sciences website. May I please put it on?
Yes.
Good evening, everyone. So pretty much this piece is about having an update on the research and outreach section on the website. There has been a lack of transparency about which faculty member was holding what research, and it kind of affected students in like having the opportunity. With that being said, I move Senate Resolution 61.60 on third reading and final passage.
It has been moved and seconded by Senator Enos to place Senate Resolution 61.62 onto third reading and final passage. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, on the polls.
Senator Walker.
Missing one. With 39 in the affirmative, motion passes. Senate Resolution 61.63. Next on the co-sponsor list is Senator Hernandez. Would you like to present this piece?
Yes, I will. Hold on a second, Madam President, I rise to present Senate Resolution 61.73 stating the sentiments of the Student Senate regarding signage being posted. Or will may I
Senator Hernandez, this is 63.
Oh, I guess I will, yes. Can I approach the podium?
You may.
All right, this one's news to me. Basically, what this one is that we want to put cameras inside the MCOM parking lot. So a lot of us park out there right now, but it's pretty much that parking lot in between MCOM, that one ag building, and then the humanities. Just because that parking lot's really dark and kind of dangerous, and yeah, that's pretty much the point of this piece. I move to place this piece on second reading and send to all. Third reading and final passage.
It has been moved and seconded by Senator Cox to place Senate Resolution 61.63 onto third reading and final passage. Is there any discussion? Senator Shaw.
Point of information, that ag building is a guard building.
Oh, very done.
Is there any other discussion? Seeing none, please vote in the polls. Missing three. Senator Russo, thank you. With 38 in the affirmative, motion passes. Senate Resolution 61.65. Senator Hernandez, you're next on that co-sponsor list. Would you like to present the piece?
Madam President, I rise to introduce Senate Resolution 61.65. May I approach the podium?
You may.
All right, so this one is pretty much just regarding the integration of efficient charging seats within the College of Media and Communications. Yeah, that's pretty much all I have for it. I move to place this piece on third reading and final passage.
It has been moved and seconded by Senator Hayes to place Senate Resolution 61.65 onto third reading and final passage. Is there any discussion? Senator Alessio.
I rise in opposition of this piece. I think that it's kind of, if you look at the seats we're sitting in right now, they have outlets right there. It does address other classrooms, like the huge, the other one that we had the impeachment hearing in. I forgot the name of it. It says it on the piece. But to put charging in that, be like really expensive. Pretty sure it's not easy to just put a lot of electrical stuff in a place. I'm not an electrician, but I don't think it takes one to know that. And just, at the end of the day, students are responsible enough to have their stuff charged for one class. There's chargers all around MCOM. They have the Raider Power things on each floor, which have all the plugs already. There's plugs literally around every classroom, so I just think it's it'd be a waste of money, and it's something that probably wouldn't even get passed. So I just think it's a waste of time.
Thank you. Is there any other discussion on this piece? Senator Hernandez.
Can I be removed off the co-sponsor list?
Yes, you may. Is there any other discussion? Seeing none, please vote in the polls. With 24 in the negation, peace fails. Senate Resolution 61.66.
Madam President, I rise to present 61.66 on, oh my gosh, okay. I rise to present 61.6, to reintroduce 61.66. May I approach the podium?
You may now.
Okay, this one I also talked about last week. This is talking about continuing the expansion of outdoor security cameras. I know we've had some pieces that are targeted in specific areas, but this is kind of just putting the pressure all together. And also this is like, we've talked to the Texas Tech Police Department about this, and it's a lot of like continued work to be able to get it expanded. So we're just kind of having this to be able to like start pushing more expansion across the university with other people. So with that, Madam President, I move to place Senate Resolution 61.66 on third reading and final passage.
It has been moved and seconded by Senator Mao to place Senate Resolution 61.66 onto third reading and final passage. This is amendable, debatable, requires a majority vote. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, vote poll.
Missing 2.
With 38 in favor, motion passes. Senate Resolution 61.67.
Madam President, I rise to introduce Senate Resolution 61.67.
You may approach the podium. You're welcome.
All right, guys. I have no affiliation to this piece. I just Senator Baker wasn't here, so I did everyone else's. Might as well do hers. This one is saying, stating the sentiments of the Student Senate regarding the resolution to improve transparency and accessibility of voting records. Senate voting records are public information and should easily be accessible to all students, and the current system for publishing and accessing voting records is unclear and difficult to navigate. So I'm pretty sure this one is pretty much just to make it easier to navigate on our website or on Tech Connect, just for students to find out how we voted or what we voted for a lot easier. I move to place this piece on third reading and final passage.
It has been moved and seconded by Senator Sitar to place Senate Resolution 61.67 onto third reading and final passage. Is there any discussion? Senator Joyce.
Madam President, since Senator Baker is not here to defend her piece and it was controversial last meeting, I move to postpone Senate Resolution 61.67 to our next regularly scheduled meeting.
It has been moved and seconded by Senator Repetto to place Senate Resolution 61.67 to the next regular scheduled meeting on January 15th. This motion is debatable, but debate must stay within the merits of the motion to postpone definitely, is amendable to the second degree, requires a simple majority vote. Senator Hernandez.
I don't think we should postpone it. I think a lot of the reason behind the controversy last time was just because people didn't understand it and they didn't get it. But after it being explained last Senate meeting, I think a lot of people are actually on board with it. That's why I think that we shouldn't postpone it, just because I think people understand it now.
Senator Repetto.
This affects the whole Senate and a lot of us are not here. I think it would be a great use for today, especially since the author is not present.
Senator Alessio.
This piece was pretty sure it was like almost voted like all the affirmative last meeting. We may be confused with another piece about voting records. This one is about the website, not about transparency within the chamber. I think we should rethink that before we postpone it.
This is a postpone definitely. That's a reminder, not an indefinitely. We're not killing it. Is there any other discussion on the motion to postpone definitely? Yes, Senator Mao.
Yeah, I think we should postpone it because I'll admit I was still a little confused. I have not got all the information on this piece yet. And in that regard, I would like Senator Baker to be here to kind of defend it and give us some more information on what the actual implementation would look like and actual, so that's why I think we should postpone this.
Senator Fitzmaurice.
What was, sorry, can it be stated what this piece was on? Because I know she had two pieces in there that I come on.
This one was the one that was just about, like, it being easier to find once you go to that website where those things are. No, what they change.
I
On the website.
Just a reminder that debate is limited to whether or not we
It's a
should
question.
postpone it right now, but just remind everybody else.
Senator Repetto. Did that answer your point of information?
Yes.
Okay. It has been moved and seconded by Senator Shaw, Senator Joyce, Senator Eno, Senator Pua, Senator Mao to previous question. This motion is debatable to 3 minutes in the affirmative and in the negation. Unamendable requires a 2/3 majority vote. Is there any discussion on the motion to previous question? On the motion to postpone definitely. Seeing none, all those in favor of previous questioning this postpone definitely, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, please say no.
No.
Ayes have it. Motion passes. Previous question. We shall now proceed to a vote on the motion to postpone definitely. All those in favor of postponing this motion? Oh, we have a. Please vote in the polls to postpone definitely. Again, this is voting to postpone definitely. Move this piece, not on the piece. Missing one. With 29 in the affirmative, motion passes. This shall pop up on second readings at the next meeting.
Parliamentary inquiry, was there not a second before his motion?
What do you mean?
The motions placed on third, was there not a
It was
second?
seconded by Senator Safar.
Yes, so
Yes.
it should, there was a second to a vote, and then, I get, never mind.
Is there any confusion?
It was moved and it was seconded, and then we opened the floor for debate whenever I stood up to make my motion, then we moved on to debate on that, and we moved to rediscussion, we're working backwards.
Alright, that piece shall pop up under second reading at the next meeting. Senate Resolution 61.68. Senator Repetto.
Madam President, I rise to reintroduce Senate Resolution 61.68, stating sentiment of the Student Senate regarding a new procedure to display only whether a senator's vote was successfully cast in the Senate.
Give me a brush of pudding.
Thank you.
Hey guys, I apologize for not introducing myself earlier. My name's Gabby, and I'm not in this piece either. I believe Senator Baker's point was for the current voting procedure often shows a majority of yes votes with very few no's votes. Sorry, I lost my track. I think she pretty much wanted to hide the votes during the Senate session and then made them public afterwards, just so we don't feel pressured on what to vote. I could 100% be wrong, but I'm not in this piece, so I'm just here to reintroduce it. I move to place Senate Resolution 61.6A on third reading and final passage.
It has been moved and seconded by Senator Richard to place Senate Resolution 61.68 onto third reading and final passage. This is debatable, amenable to the second degree, requires a majority vote. Senator Shaw.
Madam President, I move to postpone this piece of legislation indefinitely.
It has been moved and seconded by Senator Eno to place Senate Resolution, or to postpone indefinitely Senate Resolution 61.68. This motion is debatable. Debate may go into the merits of the question, is amenable to the second degree, requires a majority vote. Senator Joyce.
Point of parliamentary information, a motion to postpone indefinitely will have the effect of killing the bill.
Correct.
It is essentially a way for a Senate to get rid of legislation without actually making a final decision on it. The bill will be got rid of for the semester and cannot be brought back up again.
Correct. Senator Hernandez.
Yeah, I don't think we should kill this indefinitely, just because, you know, just depending on how Senator Baker wanted it to be presented or her ideas behind it. So I just think that we should postpone it definitely, but definitely not indefinitely.
Senator Mielstein.
I remember this was a hot topic of debate last time, but I agree with Senator Shaw, mainly because we are the student government and we should be transparent with one another because that is our mission. And with her other bill, I think it was regarding like the website, she was wanting to be transparent. So I believe in the chamber we should also be transparent.
Senator Shaw, you're the maker of the motion, your priority.
I was gonna just say, I went back, I wasn't there at the last meeting, but I did go back, I watched the Senate, read minutes. It felt like the chamber itself, reading it, and also that, didn't really appreciate the piece itself. I think, as Senator Milstein said, it was a hot topic, but, I think we should move forward with this indefinitely, just kind of reading the room essentially.
Senator Joyce.
Same thing I said earlier, again, Senator Baker is not really here to defend her piece or really explain kind of the merits of it. I think this is a conversation that really harms nobody to be had at a later date. So I am against the motion to postpone indefinitely. And after that motion fails, I will be making a motion to postpone indefinitely.
Senator Alessio.
Yeah, that's very strongly against the motion to postpone indefinitely. We need to give Senator Baker a chance to actually defend her piece properly. As Parker said, it's a conversation that can be had anyway. We're just wasting time here when it could be postponed indefinitely. If we have the conversation with more people here and the person to actually have it presented how they meant for it to be presented.
Senator Tippin.
Can we move to previous question?
It has been moved and seconded by Senator Shaw, Senator Joyce, Senator Walker, Senator Richer, and Senator Villegas to previous question. Again, this motion is debatable. 3 minutes in the affirmative, 3 in the negation. Unamendable. Requires a 2/3 majority vote. Is there any discussion on the motion to previous question? Seeing none. All those in favor of previous question, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, please say no.
No.
Ayes have it, motion passes. We should now proceed to a vote on the motion to postpone indefinitely. This is a simple majority vote as to the motion to which it applies is a simple majority vote. Please vote in the polls.
Just another point of information, voting yes is voting to kill the bill, voting no is voting to do away with the motion.
Missing one. Senator Cox. With 28 in the negation, motion fails. Senate resolution, just kidding, back on the floor. Senator Joyce.
Madam President, I move to postpone Senate Resolution 61.68 to the next regularly scheduled meeting.
It has been moved and seconded by Senator Villegas to postpone Senate Resolution 61.68 to the next meeting on January 15th to show up in second readings. This motion is debatable, but debate must stay within the merits of the motion to postpone. Definitely is amendable and requires a simple majority vote, as the motion to which it applies requires a simple majority vote. Is there any discussion on the motion to postpone definitely? Seeing none, proceed to vote on motion to postpone definitely. Missing 2. With 37 in the affirmative, motion passes. Senate Resolution 61.69. You may.
So this piece calls for a beginning of semester reminder emails that will encourage faculty to update their profile pages. So because students rely on these profiles to explore research areas and identify like potential advisors and make decisions about their graduate programs, so the outdated information can limit effective recruitment and mentorship matching. So we are proposing for a simple but coordinated reminder from graduate school each fall and spring that will remind the faculty to refresh their profiles, and we hope that this will help prospective students and current students to access accurate and up-to-date information and research opportunities at Texas Tech University. So with that, Madam President, I move to place this legislation on third reading and final passage.
It has been moved and seconded by Senator Herrero to place Senate Resolution 61.69 onto third reading and final passage. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, we should now proceed to vote in the polls. Missing 5. With 39 in the affirmative, motion passes. Senate Resolution 61.71. Senator Morris, sorry.
Madam President, I rise to reintroduce Senate Resolution 61.71, stating the sentiments of the Student Senate regarding expanding mental health programming at the School of Law. May I first podium?
You may.
Okay, so this is our piece for making our programming from the Counseling Center available to basically the entire School of Law and not just the clinical program students. And our admin and the Counseling Center are very, very excited about this. So Madam President, I move to place this legislation on third reading and final passage.
It has been moved and seconded by Senator Mao to place Senate Resolution 61.71 onto third reading and final passage. This is debatable. Amendable requires a majority vote. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, vote the polls. Missing 3. Missing 1. Please check your clickers. 38 in the affirmative, motion passes. Senate Resolution 61.72.
Madam President, I would like to introduce Resolution 61.72 regarding the introduction of a cardboard recycling. May I have a motion?
You may.
Hi guys, so this is just reintroducing the piece that was talking about implementing a cardboard recycling day for students during move-in week to give them opportunity to recycle unwanted materials and to connect with more resources on campus and to promote sustainability for Texas Tech as an institution. Madam President, I move to place this piece on third reading and final passage.
It has been moved and seconded by Senator Alessio to place Senate Resolution 61.72 onto third reading and final passage. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, vote in the polls. Please check your clickers.
Senator Jameson.
With 38 in the affirmative, motion passes. Senate Resolution 61.73.
Madam President, I rise to present Senate Resolution 61.73 being pushed voted.
You may.
Alrighty, Senators, to recap what was said last meeting's presentation, this resolution is a straightforward awareness measure. The center serves students in recovery, yet many current tech students still aren't aware of the center or its services. Holden Hall already has monitors displaying rotating announcements, and adding prepared CSAR slide to that rotation would increase visibility and help connect students with resources they may need. As a low effort, high impact step towards making sure a recovery community and its resources are visible for the students who can benefit from them. I move for Senate Resolution 61.73 to be placed on third reading and final passage.
It has been moved and seconded by Senator Richard to place Senate Resolution 61.73 onto third reading and final passage. Is there any discussion? Senator Shaw.
Just a point of clarification, will this be implemented across campus? I didn't see it in the legislation.
I have no idea. You're good. It's fine.
You may.
Reading this, it says that they're making slides to go into the presentations that they have in Holden Hall because majority of students go through Holden Hall.
Additionally, it's been shared with the Arts and Science College as well. Is there any other discussion? Seeing none, please proceed to vote. Missing 3. Missing 2. Senator Bennett. Senator Rodriguez. With 39 in the affirmative, motion passes. Senate Resolution 61.74. Senator Villegas.
I rise to reintroduce Senate Resolution 61.74, reintroducing Senate Resolution 60.55. May I approach the podium?
You may.
Thank you. So this is a previous piece that has been passed through the 60th session. It basically is just moving the grade distribution from like being hidden on the very bottom of our Rager link and moving it towards registration near the top where it's more accessible for students. So this is just an ongoing issue that we have been dealing with the registrar's office. And with that, I move to place Senate Resolution 61.74 on third reading and final passage.
It has been moved and seconded by Senator Tippin to place Senate Resolution 61.74 onto third reading and final passage. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, vote in the polls. Senator Villegas. Missing 3. Senator Aspernia. With 38 in the affirmative, motion passes. Senate Resolution 61.75. Senator Bois.
Madam President, I would like to reintroduce Senate Resolution 61.75, stating the sentiments of the Student Senate regarding the creation of the College of Health and Human Sciences newsletter. May I move it?
You may.
So this piece is just about having the creation of a newsletter for the College of Health and Human Sciences. Other colleges, such as the Honor College, have a newsletter where they post events, highlights of students, as well as like any ongoing efforts that is in the college itself. I will say for clarification purposes that the people that are going to run this newsletter is the Dean's List of CHHS, and pretty much they are the president of those orgs that are within the College of Health and Human Sciences, so they're the one that is the most aware to create that newsletter. With that being said, Madam President, I move to place Senate Resolution 61.75 on third reading and final passage.
It has been moved and seconded by Senator Jameson to place Senate Resolution 61.75 onto third reading and final passage. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, vote in the polls. The chair would like to make a friendly amendment to the agenda. 61.76 is not a second reading. Please scratch it. Missing 8, please check your clickers. With 39 in the affirmative, motion passes. We shall now proceed to the consent calendar. If you're presenting a resolution, please proceed to the floor. Line up in the order of which your piece is being presented. Senator Mount.
I'd like to take out Senate Resolution 61.111 about the football team out of the consent calendar, please.
Is this your piece, Senator Mount?
No.
Okay. All those in favor of considering Senate Resolution 61.111 separately, do you want to consider it separately or just take it out?
Separately. Consider it separately.
All those in favor of considering separately, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, please say no.
No.
Ayes have it, motion passes. It will be considered separately. Senate Resolution 61.109. Please do not talk right now.
Senate Resolution 61.109 is essentially congratulating the Texas Tech Women and Men's Track and Field program for placing first in the Big 12 Indoor and Outdoor Championship.
Thank you. Senate Resolution 61.110.
Hi. Senate Resolution 61.110 is stating the student Senate congratulating Amory Gurley. She's one of the professors for CECE. She's been here probably longer than a lot of us have been alive. She's done a very well job, and she's gained her spot in becoming Senior Lecturer Executive Council Chair of the Teaching Academy.
Senate Resolution 61.111. It's still read at the same time. We just vote on it separately.
Sorry.
No, you're okay.
Okay, this congratulatory piece is just congratulating the football team on achieving their first 10-win season since 2008. Our season's coming to a close, and we're doing really well, and hopefully we'll continue to keep winning games and making the playoffs and everything. But it's important to recognize all of their hard work and give them gratitude for the things that they've done thus far, and
I feel like a lot of the time us as students just keep wanting more and more out of our teams, which is great, but also it's good to give them acknowledgement. This is the first time since 2008 that we've had a 10-win season, and the last time was under Coach Mike Leach. So this would just be to congratulate our head coach along with the athletic director on being able to just achieve this far and kind of just give them some praise before we get into the playoff season.
Senate Resolution 61.112.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Wise Sattar, and this resolution congratulates the Texas Tech University School of Veterinary Medicine on earning full accreditation from the American Veterinary Medical Association Council on Education, also known as AVMA. So founded in 2020 in Amarillo, the Texas Tech School of Veterinary Medicine finally earned last month accreditation from the AVMA, becoming one of only 31 fully accredited veterinary schools in the United States. As a result, this recognition increases the stature of Texas Tech as a whole and will be beneficial for current and future students of the veterinary school.
Senate Resolution 61.113.
This resolution expresses the Student Senate's condolences for Texas Tech alumni Mason Zamudio, who passed away October 7th of this year. Mason graduated in the spring of 2025 and went to teach at a local middle school, La Mesa Middle School, where he made a strong impact through his dedication and kindness. He was really involved in his church and community, and just known for his servant heart and steady, thoughtful nature. So this resolution calls for the Texas Tech flag at Memorial Circle to be lowered in his honor for his family and loved ones.
Senate Resolution 61.114.
Senate Resolution 61.114 is in regards to a student in the Davis College who passed away in a car accident recently on October 19th. Wyatt Reese Golden was a junior NRM student who was a bright light in our college. We wanted to express our sincere sentiments and condolences to his family and to not only the college that's lost an amazing student, but also to all of his friends and family who lost an amazing soul. So, and we will be lowering the flag at Memorial Circle in his honor and his legacy.
Senate Resolution 61.115.
Hi everyone, my name is Hargura. This is a piece that recognizes the VP who has just been sworn in, Gonzalez. He's been instrumental in bringing leadership together, especially when it's come to graduate students. So I think it is very important and paramount also to congratulate him and also support him in this initiative.
Senate Resolution 61.116.
Madam President, this piece is in honor of the exceptional leadership of Dr. Kamau Siwatu, who has been an acting dean of students at the College of Education. Because of his work, transparency, relationship between the students, the faculty members, he was appointed actually to be the dean of the College of Education.
Senate Resolution 61.117.
Senate Resolution 61.117 is basically just congratulating Bobby on becoming the new external vice president, and we're just giving him the thanks of, not thanks, we're just telling him congratulations and just telling him best of luck on his new position.
Senate Resolution 61.118.
Basically, this is congratulating Dr. Ramkumar, a professor of the Department of Environmental Toxicology, on reaching more than 2,500 citations on his 2005 paper published. That published research on electrospinning process, development of nanofibers, and advanced polymer process techniques, and has shown great importance in his laboratory ever since. And aside from that, with all the other papers that he has published, he has reached around 4,000 citations as well. So that's just congratulating him on this huge scholarly accomplishment.
Senate Resolution 61.119.
Senate Resolution 61.119 is congratulating Ms. Lainey Davis and Ms. Claudia Swift on being the past two Miss Lubbocks. Our current Miss Lubbock is also a tech student, which I will be writing a congratulatory piece for her. But these two ladies are trailblazers in their own image. They not only brought back the Miss Lubbock pageant after COVID took it away, but they created their programs and their community service initiatives, which did a lot of work around the community, and ultimately they've done a lot of hard work as well as competing in the Miss Texas pageant.
Senate Resolution 61.20.
Senate Resolution 61.120 is regarding congratulating President Lawrence Kovanec and Provost Ron Hendrick on the unveiling of the Texas Tech University 2025-2030 strategic plan. A few weeks back, this year, November 3rd, Texas Tech University unveiled its 2025-2030 5-year strategic plan, which outlines a clear vision to improve and strengthen Texas Tech's national standing as a leading public research university. And therefore, this resolution congratulates and recognizes President Skovanec's and Provost Ron Hendrick's commitments in ensuring the success of this 5-year strategic plan. With that in mind, Madam President, I move to place Senate Resolution 61.109 through 61.120 on third reading and final passage.
It has been moved and seconded by Senator Repetto to place Senate Resolution 61.109 through 61.120 to third reading and final passage. Please be aware that the consent calendar must pass with 100% unanimous vote in the affirmative. If there is any reason that we should vote on or discuss a piece independently, please rise now and move to take a piece out individually. Senator Joyce.
Madam President, in regards to the motion made earlier, I would like to make a new motion to move Senate Resolution 61.111 to the Student Government Association calendar. This is a procedural thing because if we consider it separately on the consent calendar, it would still require 100% in favor, but by moving it to the Student Government Association calendar, it just requires a simple majority.
It has been moved and seconded by Senator Shaw to remove Senate Resolution 61.111 off of the consent calendar, placing it onto the Student Government Association calendar. This motion is undebatable, undemandable, requires a majority vote. All those in favor of moving it, please vote by polls. But 37 in the affirmative, this piece, Senate Resolution 61.111, has been moved to the SGA consent calendar. Right now, on the floor, is the motion to pass Senate Resolution 61.109, 61.110, and 61.112 through 120 onto third reading and final passage. Again, this must pass with 100% unanimous vote. Please vote in the polls. One moment. Please vote in the polls. Missing 2, please check your clickers. Don't be putting them up yet. We still got another vote to go. With 39 in the affirmative, consent calendar passes. Senator Joyce.
Madam President, I move that the Senate move backwards on the agenda back to the Student Government Association.
It has been moved and seconded by Senator Shaw to move backwards on the agenda to Student Government Association calendar. All those in favor, please say aye. All opposed, please say no. Ayes have it. We will move backwards. Student Government Association calendar now is 61.111. Senator Tippin, would you like to speak on the piece again?
Yes, basically, like I said before, this is just like a piece to face towards you, yeah. This is just a piece to congratulate our football team on what they've achieved so far. You never know what could happen. You know, you don't know injury, this, that, whatever, and so it's important to like recognize them and show them how appreciative we are of what has been going on in the university so far and how much fun and how great they are and awesome it is that we have gotten 10 wins for the first time since 2008. That's a huge deal. So I think this is just a stepping stone of a piece to be like, we're proud of you now and we're congratulating you on what you've achieved and kind of pump them up before we get into playoff season and then hopefully do super well then and then we'll do another congratulatory when they win. So yeah, that's it.
The chair entertains a motion placed on third reading, final passage. Senator Joyce. It has been moved and seconded to place Senate Resolution 61.111 onto third reading and final passage. It's debatable, amendable, requires a majority vote. Senator Joyce.
Just a friendly amendment to in line 12, where we congratulate Kirby and Joey to add the student athletes on the team and the support staff for the football program.
Can you please get a copy of that friendly amendment to the Journal Clerk?
Yes, ma'am.
Is there any other discussion? Senator Mao.
Okay, I want to start. I was the person that wanted to get this out of the consent calendar for one main reason. I love the football team, and I love that we have the first season that we have over 10 wins. But y'all, we are limiting our potential right here by saying we're only going to get 10 wins. We have a playoff run coming up. We can absolutely go make the run for it. Put yourself in the coach's shoes. You're getting a piece that says you're 10-1, but you have a big game coming up. Well, that's disrespect. That we don't think you can get over 10. Like, that is genuine. Put yourself in his shoes. You're getting this piece of paper that says, oh, congrats on the 10-win season. We're about to get 11. We're about to get 12. We're about to win the national championship. Big 12 chip. Come on. That's what this piece is all about. It's disrespect to the coach. I love the football team. I want to clarify that. They are great. I go to every single one. I watch it all the time. Like, that is genuinely what I love doing. And I support them wholeheartedly. We're limiting their potential right now. It's disrespect to the coach. We need to kill this one so we can make a bunch of them later about how they won the national championship.
Senator Tippin.
Okay, totally get what you're saying, but that's not limiting the team whatsoever. It's not saying congrats on an only 10-win season. This is saying congrats on 10 wins. Y'all are killing it. And I mean, if you want to change the verbiage to be like, keep going at the end, great. This is just to like give them praise because everybody's saying all this stuff and it's always, we gotta do this, gotta do that. Like, why not just show them appreciation and show them that like we're watching them, we're seeing that they're doing well, and we're happy that they've done such a good job so far. Like, it's not dissing them, it's giving them more support and being like, keep going, keep it up, like y'all are doing great, be proud that you've won 10 games and like win the next one. And then also, I hate to be the Debbie Downer, but something could happen, and then if we never did anything to congratulate them, like what? That would suck. Yeah. But I'm just saying, like, no, but I'm just saying, like, why wouldn't we just acknowledge them and give them some happiness and
Senator Repetto. It has been moved and seconded by Senator Shaw, Senator Joyce, Senator Villegas, Senator Pois, Senator, I took my glasses off, Satar. The previous question, this motion is debatable by 3 minutes in the affirmative, 3 minutes in the negation. Unamendable requires a 2/3 majority vote to pass. All those in favor of previous question, please say aye. Aye. All opposed, please say no. All those against, please signify by raising your hand. Let the record show. Motion passes. We should now proceed to vote on third reading of Senate Resolution 61.111. Phone polls. Please keep quiet in the chamber where you're still on air. Missing one. Missing one. Please do not hold this over. Thank you. With 31 in the affirmative, 4 negation, 4 in the abstain, motion passes. We should now proceed to announcements. Any Senate member may make relevant announcements to the Senate. Senator Joyce.
I would just like to say a big thank you to all of you who showed up today and for all semester. I know we've had quite a few long meetings. I really appreciate y'all. Also, a huge shout out to our first years and ambassadors that are still here at 827. Again, we really appreciate y'all. You don't have to be here.
Any other announcements? Senator Alessio.
I think for the future we should reconsider how we use previous question. If you're using it when the debate's pretty much already over and nobody has their placard raised, you're just wasting more time. You shouldn't just rip a previous question because you're tired of hearing it. Some people might still have things to say. And just give them the time, give them the fairness. So I think we should reconsider how we use that. Be a better senator.
Thank you for your point, Senator Alessio. Senator Richard.
Okay, Bob pointed out that I didn't do this last Senate meeting. I apologize. It is a little bit from the pageant world upcoming. We have December 6th is the Holiday Craft Bazaar. I know that's a crazy date with the playoffs and everything, but I hope y'all still try to show up here in the Lubbock area. December 13th is Wreaths Across America. I will be over at Rest Haven, but you can do this in your local area at any up online, or you can just show up and help lay the wreaths. And finally, thank you guys so much for an awesome semester.
Is there any other announcements? Senator Mao.
Yeah, just want to say thank you everybody for coming to the staff and faculty mixer last week. We enjoyed it. I know I did. The staff really and faculty that were there, how about that punch? Really liked it. The Raider punch was amazing, and we hope to keep doing that. Hopefully either next semester or in the future. So thank you everybody who came to that.
Senator Villegas.
I just want to say a sincere thank you to all of the senators who submitted legislation. Not a single PDF was submitted for the first time all semester. I don't think you guys understand the importance of that. When you submit a PDF, I have to make it into a Word document, and the formatting gets all messed up, and then your piece gets denied. So just submit docx's, please. It's so much easier. Thank you guys so much for all the legislation. I think this is actually a record in the first semester. So congrats, everyone. Thank you guys.
Any other announcements at this time? I just want to echo what Christian said. Absolutely, this is a record 120 by the last meeting. We usually don't hit this until about the second, third meeting in the spring semester. So I just want to say, y'all are doing so amazing. I will see you in January. Give yourself a round of applause because you absolutely killed it. And with that, do I have a motion to adjourn? Senator Shaw.
Madam President, for my final time, I move to adjourn.
It has been moved and seconded by Senator Poit to adjourn. All those in favor say aye. All opposed say no. Ayes have it. Motion passes. This meeting is adjourned. See you in January.